So let's do it then. So we've put together a nice table for you, and we'll just go through one by one together and we'll break them down. So first off, we have Othello, as we know. So how does the Jacobean audience respond? Well, let's think about that first. The Jacobean audience would struggle with issues of race. They saw kind of the African kind of men as not as effective or not as good as the white men in some ways. So they kind of see his downfall as it just confirms their fears about racial and cultural difference. They would really struggle with understanding kind of African characters in these plays, and they go, oh, well, it's because they're not as good as us, so that's why he suffers his tragic downfall. So therefore an inherent kind of racist interpretation would be the norm in Jacobean kind of society when they looked at Othello. However, thankfully, things have changed. So a modern interpretation then of Othello is much more sympathetic. So we live in the era of multiculturalism and things like that. So we would view Othello now as a tragic victim of racism and a racist society and manipulation. It was not his fault, and it definitely wasn't down to his race, his tragic downfall. It was down to characters like Iago manipulating the hell out of the situation. So we see him now in a much more positive light, and that really illustrates the differences between a Jacobean audience and a modern audience.